Buenos días o buenas tardes, año 7. I hope you're all well. Welcome back to Spanish lessons. This is week 4 of our online learning. And our topic for this week is ¿Cómo eres? And this is lesson number 1. Okay, so let's get going. ¿Cómo eres? What are you like? Could you please write that as a title in your books? Subrayar con una regla, underline it with a ruler. And please also write the date in Spanish. Subrayar con una regla también. And let's look at our aims for this week. So number 1, we are going to understand vocabulary about personality, revise adjectival agreement, and revise ser in the present tense. We'll also apply vocabulary that we learn by writing a paragraph and evaluate and set targets on how to improve further. We'll do that in a later lesson. Empezamos entonces. So your starter task, I would like you to match the adjectives. Please write them in Spanish in your books and match them with the English. Okay, so they're not in order at the moment. Están mezclados, they're mixed up. Please write them down, matching them up. You might remember these from our autumn term when we were looking at describing our subjects or teachers. These were the ones that we used. There's also a challenge activity, which is to answer why there are different endings on some of the adjectives. Can you write an explanation of that grammar point? So pause this video for about 3 to 4 minutes whilst you complete that task. Excelente. Let's see how you got on with that. So number 1, simpático, simpática means nice. Antipático or antipática means nasty. Remember, anti is always the opposite of. Aburrido, spelled with 2 R's and 1 B, not the other way around. Aburrido is boring or aburrida. Divertido, divertida is funny. Interesante, that's a cognate, so that it's a word that looks or sounds like English. Interesting. Impaciente, impatient. Severo or severa means strict. And I always remember that word by thinking of Severus Snape from Harry Potter for some reason. It makes me think of him. So hopefully that helps you remember that one as well. Paciente is also a cognate. Our last one, which means patient. So hopefully you remember those. Give yourself a score out of 8. And the challenge, why are there different endings on some of the adjectives and not others? Hopefully you've remembered that. So if it's simpático or simpática, for example, so the adjective must agree with the person or the thing that it's describing. Okay, so if the noun or the person is masculine, it would be simpático, or if it was feminine, it would be simpática. Okay, hopefully you remembered that point as well. Continuamos. So today's class, I'm going to introduce vocabulary about personality. We'll look at there'll be a grammar reminder on the verb ser. We'll practice with the writing and then we'll end with a plenary. So, ¿cómo eres? What are you like? So you see we've got our little man in the corner. This is an opportunity for me to say it and you to repeat after me. Okay? So, soy alto. I'm tall for a boy. Soy alta. I'm tall for a girl. Soy bajo. I'm short for a boy. Soy baja. I'm short for a girl. So not to stereotype, but I've done blue for boys and pink for girls, hopefully just to help you distinguish between the two. Soy gordo. I'm fat for a boy. Soy gorda. Fat for a girl. Soy delgado. I'm slim for a boy. Soy delgada. I'm slim for a girl. Soy guapo. I'm handsome or good looking for a boy. Soy guapa. I'm pretty or beautiful for a girl. Soy feo. I'm ugly for a boy. Soy fea. I'm ugly for a girl. Okay, so now I would like you to make a really good and accurate note of that new vocabulary in your books. I've given you the Spanish and the English there, so you need to match those up. and there's an extension where you can just write a description of yourself using that vocabulary. So pause this video and you can complete that in about 2 to 3 minutes. Muy bien. Let's see how you got on. Hopefully you matched these all up correctly. So I'm good looking, soy guapo, guapa. I'm fat, soy gordo, gorda. I'm short, soy bajo, baja. I'm ugly, soy feo, fea. I'm slim, soy delgado, delgada. And I'm tall, soy alto, soy alta. And the description you could give is something like, for example, soy gorda y soy baja. I'm fat and short, for example. So moving on, a few more adjectives for you now. Soy inteligente. Tu turno. I'm intelligent. Soy inteligente. So you'll notice there, it doesn't change for masculine or feminine. Inteligente is one of the lazy adjectives. It just doesn't change. Soy tonta. I'm silly or stupid for a girl. Soy tonto. I'm silly or stupid for a boy. Soy perezoso. I'm lazy for a boy. Soy perezosa. I'm lazy for a girl. Soy tímido. I'm shy or I'm timid for a boy. Soy tímida. I'm shy or timid for a girl. And now if you could match up these new pieces of vocabulary as well. So just as you did before, pause this video for a couple of minutes just to match up the English with the Spanish and make a note of that in your books. Challenge activities to write a description of yourself with these words and use some connectives this time as well. So your connectives are words like and, but, also. Okay, pause the video now to do that. Excelente, muy bien. Let's just check you got that right. So I'm shy, soy tímido, tímida. I'm intelligent, soy inteligente. I'm stupid or silly, soy tonto, tonta. Soy perezoso, perezosa. I'm lazy. Just be careful, make sure when you're writing down intelligent in Spanish, it's just one L. It's soy inteligente. It's not a double L like it is in English. And write a description of yourself with the words using connectives. So you could have said something like, soy inteligente, pero también soy perezosa, for example. So I'm intelligent, but also I'm lazy. Muy bien. So now let's have a look at the verb ser. So the verb ser means to be, and we covered this in Autumn 1 term. So if you think of the verb to be in English, it's also it's an irregular verb. If you think we say I am, you are, he or she is, we are, you all are, and they are. It's an irregular. It doesn't form a pattern in the same way regular verbs do. In Spanish, it is irregular as well. So we've got our pronouns there: I, you, he, she, we, you all, and they. And the conjugation of ser is soy, eres, es, somos, sois, son. You can just pause this video now so you can practice saying that. Muy bien. And what I'd like you to do now is just make an accurate note of that verb ser to be in your books. You can copy the table if that's easiest for you. It's laid out well there, so you can copy that. And unfortunately, it's just a question of learning that verb off by heart. You will lose it. You will use it a lot in Spanish. Okay, muy bien. Hopefully you've got a good note of that in your books now. So continuamos. I would now like us to practice all of that, bringing it all together by doing a writing. So there are 6 short sentences there in English. I'd like you to write those in English in your books and also then translate them to Spanish. And your challenge activities, what extra words could you add to extend those sentences? Okay, so give yourself 3 to 4 minutes to complete that task. Excelente, muy bien. Let's see how you got on. So I am short. Soy bajo or soy baja. You are tall. Eres alto or alta. She is silly. Es tonta. We know it's tonta because it's she, so it has to end in the A. I am slim. Soy delgado, soy delgada. You are ugly. Not very nice, but there we go. Eres feo or eres fea. And number 6, he is intelligent. Es inteligente. Now, if you wanted with this one to really let the person who you're talking about know that it's a boy, you could say él es inteligente. And that means he is intelligent, because es inteligente on its own could mean he or she is. So likewise, if you wanted to do she is intelligent, ella es inteligente. So give yourself a score out of 6. Hopefully you did well in that one. And finally, the challenge, extra words you could add in. So these are words like bastante, which means quite, muy, which means very, or un poco, which means a little. Okay, so continuamos on with our plenary. So I thought it'd be quite fun to practice some of the words that we've learned in today's lesson and sing them to the tune of La Macarena. So those of you who I teach in classes, you know I love a bit of a sing-song. So I thought we'd sing these words to the tune of La Macarena, which goes da 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 da. Hopefully you all remember, or you know the tune to that one. And you can see I've got 2 different options. Some ending in O, so they're masculine, and some ending in A, so they are feminine. So you can sing along with me or pause, hear me sing it, and then join in yourself. So we've got alto, bajo, delgado, gordo, guapo, feo, alto, bajo, delgado, gordo, guapo, feo, como eres. And you can do the actions if you're feeling energetic and you can remember them. Sometimes I get a little bit confused, or you could just sing along with me. Okay, so we'll do the next one. Alta, baja, delgada, gorda, guapa, fea, alta, baja, delgada, gorda, guapa, fea, como eres. Muy bien. Hopefully you joined in with me in the singing and not just laughed at me singing. I'm not about to audition for X Factor, so do not worry. Okay, and final task, if you could write down what you have learned in your lesson today. Okay, so muy bien, año 7, well done, lots covered in that lesson. Please take a photo of your work, upload it to the Google Classroom assignment, and hasta luego, I will see you on the next lesson. Adios.